A Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here we go, here we go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, Week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
Here we go.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, gone. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hurry up.
Throwing is Bridgewater. A screen complete to Crowell. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find the rookie from LSU, DJ Shark, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. Hey, we're good. Check, front.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
180. 12. Louis.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
On third down, Fournette. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Super 1.
A handoff to Fournette. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar.
Here we go. Hard ball. 14. Go, 14. 12. Let's go. Let's go. 12.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
New York set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They start this with a run for Powell. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Go. Get wide now.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Get set.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And out now Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Again, it's Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 2. Gone. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Value 3. Start left here.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Maverick.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, 76.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
3 down. Marlin. Go.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now Leonard Fournette. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go, gotta go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard. line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Here's Gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe him.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's the backup Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
This is the running back, Powell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Darnold. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Leopard! Leopard! No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
A first down throw, Darnold. Anuno's got it, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Here's Darnold now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Uses the spin. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with a Jet. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now it's Lucky Whitehead. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Fournette fighting through, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Play action. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
New York set to take the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They go again with Cannon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
No, check. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jaguars getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The pitch to Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A play fake, and it's Darnold rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Darnold on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
He'll get it up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
3rd down. It's Cannon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
To return it is Corey Grant. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A handoff, Fournette running left, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Here we go.
Running left, it's Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Pryor has it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Being chased out left. And he's got a noon one. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Darnold. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. Fighting through pressure. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Darnold. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. On third down, Crowell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On second down, here's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7.
14, 2, 14, 2 up. 12, 12, 12, go, 12.
Now it's gone. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go, 12, go.
Goff gonna throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a